Hey guys, welcome to another episode of What Are They Up To Now. This week we're going to be talking about tires, and we're at Overland Expo with Martin from Milestar Tires, and we're going to talk everything from tires to new products, tread patterns, just a variety of different things that what I've been through, my experience with Milestar. I'm sure you're going to like it. Stay tuned. Martin from Milestar Tires. Thanks, guys. All right, take two. Hey guys, Sam from Overland Rough Racks. We're here at the 2023 Overland Expo. We have Milestar Tires here.
Yep.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Martin with Milestar Tires, the outside marketing manager and kind of do-it-all tire tester. And
you saw how I didn't want to screw up again, so I said introduce yourself because I would have messed it up.
It's all good.
I love Martin. Met Martin a couple years ago, and I've really tried to align myself with brands that fit with what we're doing. And I went through a bunch of tires, Martin, and it kind of sucked because the thing that I ran into was that they were too square, it was too loud, you had all these things going on. I spent a lot of time on the road to get to shows.
Right.
And I'm hustling to get to shows, which means you're on the road, then you hit the dirt 20% of the time. So the combination wasn't cool. So I kind of prodded him away and bugged this guy, and he said, let's, it kind of was it. So he said, let's try him out.
Yeah.
And, go ahead.
Well, I think the experience is just genuine, you know, talking about some of the features and benefits. The surprising thing is how different you can make a tire, even though it's the same size, just the manufacturing approach is different. One of the best things about our tire is that even though it's an entry-level product, it's quiet, it's true to size, and they balance well, and the feature-laden. Your XT, you've taken it all over.
Everywhere. Texas, Wyoming, Idaho. Baja 1000.
Yeah.
That was an interesting deal. So I was at Baja 1000 chasing for one of the racers with Ford Racing, and my job was to get the driver from the helicopter pickup point to get him to the helicopter to go rest. And I was going in there, and I didn't have a chance to air down, and I was at 42 pounds PSI because I was on the road. And I got on that sand and I was just spinning. I'm going to go, what am I going to do when I get the driver? I only went down to 25 pounds PSI. Typically when I learn the tire, I'm down between 15 and 18 pounds of pressure for what I do. I went down 25 and these babies just hooked up. It was I was like this going in, and I was like one wheel, one hand driving on the way out, because the performance of the tires for me on the XT version, they've got this middle band. It's really for the road, correct?
Yeah.
And as you air down, this, to me, is what's cool. It separates you from everybody else. I had a particular tire that was an AT, kind of XT, but it was super square. When I aired down, I didn't have this aggressive part of the tire that's reacting for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know the math of the E rating versus the plies. Can we talk a little bit about the plies that you guys have?
I mean, so there's a ply rating versus ply count. Every DOT tire has to say on the sidewall how many plies are in each part of the tire, whether it's the tread base or the sidewall. So a lot of consumers mistake ply rating for ply count, and that's really the differentiator. And how we get to achieve that ply rating, which is really just a load rating, how much air the tire can bear and perform, that's really the special sauce. The XT, even though it's an entry-level product, it's still got 3 PMS, which is severe snow and ice traction. It's 3-ply sidewall, 7-ply tread base, and it's a price leader in the category for an RT or a hybrid tire, right? Where you're taking features and benefits of an MT, like the construction, the robustness, and the mileage warranty of 40,000 for something that comes all the way in an F load range. Having that product diversity, because vehicles, you want to do more with them. You want to take them to more places. You want to spend longer time out in the wilderness, and you don't really want to compromise on strength or maybe safety. So there's all of these things that come into it, and I think that that's where we have an advantage as an entry-level price point. The product has the features and benefits. It stacks up.
You know, for me, I always say, and I preface this, for me, entry-level or not, I've had them all.
Yeah.
High, low, medium, in between. And let me tell you, how many times did I call you after that? Was it 3 or 4 times? I called this
4 times,
4 times and saying, look what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this, but for what I do, and albeit an entry level, like you said, I've had them all. Performance-wise, what I do, if you find yourself in a combination on the road, in the dirt, both, I don't think you can beat it, because I went to MTs and it was cool and it looked aggressive, and at about 5,000 miles it was like dug, and it just it looked great but I'm on the road a lot. So when I found these, I went to a one tire, looked like a work tire. I won't say the name of the manufacturer because that's not what this is about.
Sure.
But it was just like a big square tire, and it rode good, but it did not perform for me.
Yeah.
When I got this here, I can tell you it changed my world, and I tell people we're not rock crawlers in my deal.
Yeah, right.
We hit mud, we hit, washboard, we hit some water, we hit a variety of different conditions out in the wilderness.
Yeah, you're not trying to boulder crawl.
You're not.
Yeah.
And for me, if I get a fire road, lake, trees, river, I don't care, I'm good.
Yeah.
So they performed well. So I'm gonna erase the thing entry level. To me, it's a great level because it works for me.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, for what I do, and I think you can enjoy this if you go out, and if you're a moderate type of an overlander, again, fire roads, just regular driving to get to your destination, you find yourself at a lake. From a price point standpoint, performance standpoint, second to none. The support system that we had too, we had a couple issues. It was my fault, guys. I want to tell you, I got some rims that didn't quite work, and the tires were vibrating. We thought it was the rim or the tire. We thought it was oblong. They supported us great. They gave us a lot of options. They sent us to some shops to figure it out. Lo and behold, the rim manufacturer failed to tell me that we needed a spacer in between.
That's right.
So it wasn't the tires, but the support and the method to get to the solution was almost like a supply chain. We talked, okay, what about this? Talk to this person, talk to that, and the support, I want to thank you, was great. Ever since then, they've been awesome.
But it's a realistic expectation. I mean, when you get to this point where you want to go and explore and have your vehicle that's outfitted the way you want it, wheels and tires are the first thing that you will buy. And or at least 70% of consumers tend to within the first year of owning the vehicle. So when you have that, you've got to make sure that if it's going to check all these boxes, we're going to go take it on a long expedition, we're going to go take it on little trips, I still got to tow with it. You want the features and benefits, you really don't want to sacrifice it. That's really where we've excelled, is at that price point. It's just value. You've got the features that stack up to other companies, and you can get it anywhere, Discount Tire or trailrecon.com, either of those retailer chains, they have that. They can get the supporting wheels, but the knowing the difference between a hub-centric and lug-centric setup.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a huge thing. I mean, there's even you can have different types of lugs that secure the wheel differently. Right. There's so much education to the nuance of it that it's not just a tire, they're assemblies. Neither of them are perfect. So when you balance them, you got to do your best to get them balanced, and then you've also got to make sure that it's fitting the vehicle correctly.
Yeah, I do want to give a big, shout out to Daniel at Signature Performance. I mean, we pulled the tires off 3 different times, checked for everything, balance points, you name it, we did it. And that was part of the supply chain that they gave us, and amongst the 7 phone calls, right? But, don't be afraid to ask questions about what happens with your rims. You brought something up also about towing. I'm towing now out here to Overland Expo, a 5,800 pound trailer. I put air in my, I'm running at 39, maybe 42 actually, because I'm on the road and I'm pulling. Recommended prior pressures up to 38 to 39, I believe, on these. I'm at about 42. Just pulling it like it's gravy.
Right.
So again, if you're talking about performance, not just on regular overlanding, my day-to-day, it's my daily. I can tow. Performance is great. They've got a lot of, it looks like a lot of avenues, Trail Recon, like you said, and other places where you can actually buy. These are reputable places and trusted organizations to get these tires.
Who are enthusiast focused, that get what you're after.
Absolutely. So I think it's a good benefit. It's a cost benefit, performance benefit. It's all the way around, guys, for what I do and most of what y'all do. Listen to yourself, what your pocketbook says, what you want to do for the trails, and not what your buddy has because he's got the big cool tires. I think it's a healthy combination of look, performance, cost. I don't think you can go wrong. So Milestar tires for me has been great. Martin, you've been wonderful. I'm super excited as usual to work with you. And
you're always amped.
I'm pumped because it changed how I operated my vehicle because I was struggling.
Yeah, you were a little upset, but even now, almost a year later, you're just, man, I've done all these extra things. You elevated your program, you've advanced some of your manufacturing, so your vehicle's getting more and more developed. And I think that's just a natural evolution that anybody can appeal to. Everybody understands that. But the tires have just been along for the ride. And
it's been great. So now, is there something to go forward before we close out? There's a go forward. You have something different coming out end of the year?
We do. So the Patagonia XT is what we call a hybrid between a traditional all-terrain and a mud terrain, right? Where it's got the construction of an MT, but it's got the mileage warranty and features and benefits that an AT has. Our AT Pro is debuting. It's actually, we've got 3 sizes in stock right now, and each month we get more and more up and through December when all 63 sizes will be here. It's our second US made tire, which is exciting. You know, even though some of our other products, like this one, is made in our Vietnam plant, we're still an American-owned company, and we're a privately owned company, so we can make some of these decisions. The AT Pro is really what I'm looking forward to because it's got an even better mileage warranty at 55,000.
Nice.
It's got still 3 PMS, but it's got a more like aggressive, tough look that people expect. Load ranges all the way up to F load range.
Nice.
Lots of narrow sizes. So, you know, some of the vehicles, whether it's a Rover, maybe it's a new Sprinter van, maybe it's a smaller pickup like the new
So
Tacoma.
you're going the gamut then, basically.
Right, yeah, we're trying to cover that because that's where the
A lot of
consumers
Jeeps
at.
too as well?
Entry level.
Entry level.
But our other products, like the XT, we're the industry's only 40-inch all-terrain, right?
Nice.
So 40,000 mile warranty, just like this tire, same on our 40.
Awesome.
Which is exciting, right? Because no one else offers that, and it's got the 3 PMS. But the AT Pro will be limited to 35 overall diameter, mostly because of machinery. We can't build much more bigger than that until we get to there. So, you know.
Sure, it happens all the time. So anyways, 2 things you mentioned on. So one of which is American-made product, which I enjoy. I have myself 95% of my rig is all USA-based. Hey guys, we're filming.
Yeah.
We're filming, guys. Sorry, it's okay. We'll do a cut. So most of my rig now is USA built, and it's super important to me to support our structure, what we're doing out here. I think it's really important. It's relevant. People are gravitating towards that. And the last thing I'll ask you, these new tires compared to this, are almost the same type, or?
It's gonna, I mean, they'll have 18 30 seconds, 19 30 seconds tread depth, depending upon if it's LT. P metrics will be 14 30 seconds. So it's very, very similar in that manner. However, I'd say the biggest difference is the compounding. Compounding of the tire will get you that 55,000 mile warranty, and then you're going to have also the 2-ply construction, which is typical for most all-terrains out there.
Good.
So there's nothing where you're going to really sacrifice. Again, you're going to be able to buy it at all these retail locations, but it's going to be a price leader for a U.S.-made all-terrain.
That's going to be awesome. Well, hopefully I can get a set on my rig if I'm nice. Maybe?
I think we can.
I think we do something.
Yeah, you know.
All right, guys. Well, Martin, truly a pleasure. I really thank you. And again,
Anytime.
your support has been phenomenal to me.
Yep.
You took me on. I'm a lot to handle, guys. I come in heavy. I come in hot.
Very, very adamant. Very, very passionate. But that's all right.
Because
That's what you
I care
want.
about this.
Yeah,
I
that's
really
what you
care
want.
about this
Absolutely.
business. I care what goes on my rig.
Yeah.
And most of all, I don't sell product, guys. I've been through it. I test it. I purchase it with my money. I come from a non-biased position. This happened to fall in my lap in a great way through another person.
Shout out to Rich.
Rich, exactly. Rich, you know who you are. Rich from MagnaFlow helped me out with this. It's been awesome. So thank you, guys. And again, we're going to close out here on a Sunday. Milestar Tires Overland Rough Racks 2023 Overland Expo. We'll see you guys next year. Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.